Yeah.
I didn't fuck it up.
You're not like hitting the plastics or anything.
The wheel hit that, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing
I don't care about the seat at all. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we're out here on the beautiful BMW S1000RR. And we're gonna go. I realized, I don't know why it's taking me this long to realize, but I've put like 8,000 miles on this bike, and I realized today that I've never really played with the settings. This bike has a whole computer on it, and it does a bunch of shit for me. And yeah, so today I'm gonna go to a good spot I know to just play around on, and we're gonna play with the settings. We're also just doing an equipment test. I've been really trying to fucking figure out this sound thing on a moto vlog. It's kind of hard to figure out, and it's funny because there's a lot of videos telling you exactly what to do, and for some reason in my mind I never just copied exactly what they told me to do. And even now my current setup's not an exact copy of anyone's setup, but it's pretty close. Anyways, I got pretty close. I had figured out the sound thing at one point, and I was using like a Bluetooth mic, and so there had to be this piece on my a Bluetooth adapter attached to my camera, you know, for the Bluetooth mouse to, or mic to work. And the shitty GoPro mount that I had, it wasn't the shitty GoPro mount actually, it was just the tape that I used to tape it on, fell off while I was recording, and I lost the Bluetooth piece that was on the camera when it fell off my face. So we're kind of testing new equipment today, and funny enough, we're doing exactly what I was doing when it fell off last time, with the same mount, by the way, but we have different, I have actual 3M tape this time. Checking the equipment and making a new video. I'm hoping the sound is good. I'm using a completely different mic that's not Bluetooth this time. It should be pretty good. This might be a cop in front of me. It's some sort of, they got lights of some kind. I'm not sure what it is. It's some sort of cop. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm slowing down for sure. No, he's not a cop. Look at his fucking shirt. He's wearing a high-vis shirt. He's like construction worker or something. We're gonna get out of this work zone because I don't want to go fast in work zone. You gotta wave to the Harley Bros. They're still part of the family. And the Grom Bros. Well, not that one, apparently. Oh yeah, this guy's part of the family too. Hell yeah. Alright boys and girls, technically the settings, the analytics do say there's girls. 24%. Anyways, here's what we're doing. So when I bought this bike, I put it on dynamic mode, and I rode it for probably 1,000 miles on dynamic mode, and after about 1,000 miles I set up at Race Pro 1, and I'll just click into that and show you what my settings are. And I haven't touched it ever since I set this up, so this is literally what I put probably 7,000 or 8,000 miles on this bike on, these settings. So engine, the torque and throttle response is all the way up, the engine braking is all the way up, the traction control is on the highest setting that is not rain mode, because for traction control, I guess it depends on how you want to look at this, if you want traction control or not, but I'm a noob, so I put the traction control on the most aggressive. Like it's gonna really help me a lot, but not rain mode. It's not that extreme. So it's like, I guess technically the one step down from the most aggressively helping me, because I didn't want rain mode. Then wheelie control, I did the same thing. Oh, actually no, I didn't. Okay, yeah, I guess I did, but there's only 3 settings, because for this there's only off, high wheelie possible, and then race mode, where it just kind of optimizes my wheelie for going as fast as I can, and then there's just the rain mode. So I set it to race mode, so I can lift my front wheel up, but not very high. And then ABS is set to the most aggressive setting that's not rain mode, right? So I don't have rain mode on. And then I don't know shit about this. I don't know anything about this front and rear. I don't know anything about it. I really need someone to like kind of walk me through how I do this. I know it has something to do with my weight. I don't really know. So I just left it alone. What we're gonna do today is I set up, before I started riding, I set up Race Pro 2 to be identical to Race Pro 1. So it's the same settings that I have, and I've been riding this bike on the whole time. And what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go through here and tweak some things one at a time, and I'm just gonna feel it out and see what the difference is. So the first thing that we wanna tweak with is wheelie control, because I think we all know why we wanna play with wheelie control. Oh, wait, sorry. Actually, before we do that, I'm gonna put it back to, this is the setting I've been riding on. Actually, I may as well go ahead and change it, and I'll just keep it on Race Pro 1 for now. Anyways, so I've turned, for Race Pro 2, I've turned the wheelie control to high wheelie possible. But what we're gonna do before we actually test that setting is I'm gonna just kind of show you guys, and it'll probably be hard to see. It'll probably be hard to see just because I don't have like any cameras out here or anything like that. You might not even tell anything at all. But anyways, I'm just gonna go with the settings that I have been riding on. I'm gonna lift the front wheel up and just show you guys how that works, what that looks like. So it lifts it up and then almost immediately sets it down. Like, it will let it come up, but it almost immediately sets it down. Almost immediately. So we're gonna switch that now to Race Pro 2, and I don't know if I need to turn the bike off to, actually I do know, I don't think you need to, but I did anyways, so fuck it. Sorry, now we're in Race Pro 2, high wheelie possible. Forgive me guys, I need to work on my fucking U-turns. Alright, now, first off, I'll say I do not know how to do a wheelie, so I'm going to be doing this very cautiously, especially at first while I'm just feeling it out, because I do not want to die, and I also don't want to fuck my bike up. Actually, I don't think I'll die at this speeds. I know I won't die, but I don't want to fuck my bike up. So we're not doing anything crazy. We're just gonna, you know, lift the front tire up just a little bit. Here we go. Ooh, that was cool. It still doesn't really lift it up that high, to be honest with you. You can feel it go up higher, but it still just like kind of hovers there and just doesn't go up any higher. It's not a huge, at least in that pool, it didn't seem like it was a huge difference. There's a car. Of course there's a car. that time I felt a huge difference. Okay, that time I got it way higher off the ground. That was pretty cool, actually. It still wasn't super high. It was probably a foot or two. I've done better with practicing on my Suzuki. Okay, I feel comfortable with that. Honestly, it scared me a little bit, not gonna lie. But I hope the camera can kind of see that it did go pretty good, pretty high off the ground. Why is this not working? Oh yeah, I forgot this main menu is kind of weird. It uses different buttons. So we're gonna go in here. There's more cars than I expected, so that kind of sucks. I gotta be careful. Let's put this back. Okay, so then the next thing I wanted to mess with was not changing any settings at all in the menus. And then I have this button right here for dynamic traction control, and you can see it's at 0. I've always just kept it at 0. I want to turn it up to max and then turn it down to max, and I'm just going to do a launch, which probably not really a launch because this bike does have launch control, but I'm just going to kind of accelerate quickly from a go and see if I can feel the back. If it should feel more planted with the wheelie control settings all the way up like that, or not wheelie control, the dynamic traction control. Oh yes. Interesting. I did not expect to feel that much of a difference. That was kind of crazy. It felt like I had no balls behind my wheels. Like it just neutered me big time. So I actually want to set this back down to 0, what I'm normally would be riding on, and do that again. Interesting. Okay. So that time it actually lifted the front wheel off a little bit, just a little bit. I have the wheelie control back up, so that's to be expected. It's not going to lift too high. But the first time it didn't lift the front wheel at all. So that's kind of crazy. I probably get better results out of the wheelie test if I turn the dynamic traction control all the way down. I didn't really expect that. I thought that the traction control was really just going to limit it slipping around. Oops. The back tire slipping around. So we're going to put this to -7 now. And we're going to do an easy pull this time because there was a big difference on the high. Okay, that was probably too easy of a pull. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of an easier pull this time. I mean, not easy. Huh. Interesting. I don't really feel a huge difference between 0 and -7. That's crazy. Okay, that's really all I wanted to test. I'm sure some people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you fucking tested it, ABS or blah 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 blah." I don't really have any interest in testing the ABS because I'm just gonna leave it on. I'm not out racing. I'm not a professional, and I'm also pretty. And not only am I not a professional, I'm pretty fucking new. So I do plan on doing some track days in the future. And getting a coach and learning and stuff, and if the coach tells me to turn ABS I would do it then. But right now I'm just out here with no real professional supervision or anything like that. I don't really plan on turning it off. not professional, and I'm also not a 20-year-old squid with something to prove. I really don't care if people on the internet talk shit. I'll figure it out someday, but I'm in no rush to fuck myself up or fuck the bike up. Anyways, if you want to see me playing with some of the other settings I didn't play with, or if you have a better idea of how to test the DTC, the dynamic traction control, I would love to play with that more. The more I think about it, the more I don't think my test was really a test at all. I probably wasn't testing the actual systems. So if you think of a better way to test the DTC and do it safely, because I'm not going to do anything that's not safe right now, drop a comment. Also, I have bought a Suzuki DRZ and been doing a rebuild video on that, and it's pretty much all but ready. I just have to actually edit the video and post it, so keep an eye out for that. And then we're also going to be doing some wheelie practice on the DRZ. That's what I bought it for, was to learn to do wheelies on. So sometime after you see me post the DRZ video, you'll also see the rebuild, which is not really a rebuild. We just kind of fixed some cosmetic stuff and then changed brakes and shit like that, made it safe to ride, because I don't think the brakes were working at all. Yeah, so keep an eye out for that. Oh yeah, I guess I also went to the Grand Canyon in Las Vegas and made a whole video on that is just waiting for me to edit it as well. So eventually I'm gonna have some videos on this channel, guys, I promise. I just gotta edit them, and while we're on the topic of editing them, if you're an editor and you want to work for free, I got some videos for you to edit, because I don't make shit off this, so you gotta do it for free. Anyways, we're gonna find a way up into that, and we're gonna take some pictures for the thumbnail. Thanks for watching, guys.